Good evening from Uganda. Thank you for this opportunity, everyone. Thank you so much, Doctor. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Lewis Bisaso Nakavale. I'm a Ugandan and I graduated last year as a civil engineer from the International University of East Africa. It's actually a university which has different nationalities from Africa, basically. And from that, going to the concept of that, I can say that 90% of the students are at that university are not Ugandans, and I came to know that because of the data. So I am the founder of an initiative which is an NGO called Build to Shelter Africa, and Build to Shelter Africa is a Pan-Africanist organization that is focusing on improving the sustainable development goals. We actually identify communities which are in high need, and we use our knowledge we got from school to come up with immediate solutions, and we provide those solutions, focusing still on the data, because we go back to the data which is laid by the United Nations, and we make research and we come up with facts. For example, I can give you a fact. Those who know about the Sustainable Development Goals, which were set to be reached by 2030. And according to the current data, it is even impossible as per now, because the current data says it is 18% achieved so far. And if we are to we set it in 2015, and by 2026 it is achieved by 18%. That makes it impossible, based on facts of data, to be achieved by 2030, and hence an extension to 2040, where you'll find saying a UN Agenda 2040. It was 2030 extended to 2040. And as we to Shelter Africa, we also focus on the United Nations agenda, which looks at the Africa we want. That is the Agenda 2063. Build to Shelter Africa is a combination of youth. It's a youth-led organization from different countries of Africa. Basically, we have colleagues from Nigeria. Some of them are even in this platform are listening, like Aong. We have youth from Uganda, from Zambia, from Kenya. We are making sure that we can have numbers in different countries which can represent to give us facts based on evidence. Because us, if, in case I base in Uganda to predict data in maybe Nigeria, yeah, I understand the AI is there, other sources are there, but as we are following data, we also need what we call dependable data, more evidence. So being it that Awonge is in Nigeria, she can actually give me more data based on facts than what I can provide when I'm in Uganda. And that led to the contribution of youth from different countries of Africa. And currently we are in 60 something. Yeah, we are trying to represent all countries of Africa. So generally, as I told you, we are focusing on providing sustainable solutions to providing to the intentions of the United Nations. And how are we coming to this? Every time you are looking at providing a solution, you have to first identify a problem. How are you identifying a problem? You go into data. When you go into data, you clearly understand that there is need of this based on these numbers and these numbers. I can give you an example that when you come to Uganda, 63% of Ugandans are actually considered to be beyond the standard living. And if 63% of the Ugandans are considered to be the standard living, that means there is need to improve all provision of the basic needs in Ugandans. Then still you go into data and you find out in the basic needs, we have different types of basic needs. We have shelter, we have food, we have education. And from that, you can identify and you consider data that how many Ugandans are going to school in this age and this age. So data will identify and tell you that 20% of Ugandans are going to school and 80% are not going to school. And still through data, you go and cross-check. The 20% who are going to school, what could be the reasons? And you identify the reasons. And among the reasons, there will be always a reason of failure to get tuition or school fees. And then you search through data and you find out How many Ugandans are failing to go to school because they don't have tuition? That's when you come up with a main concept based on facts of data to provide a solution. You have a base when they ask you, why are you generally focusing on providing food in the all many goals of the sustainable development goal? You can clearly state that according to this region of Uganda, according to this region of Zanzibar, according to this region of Nigeria, there are so many needs, but facts show that this is the immediate need. You may find us providing medication in Zimbabwe, but when we are providing food in can I say in Sudan, because different information according to their needs is different. So that's how we are actually integrating data into our functionality. Our functionality is a non-governmental based, whereby we apply for grants after coming up with the solutions. I can give you an example. Recently, we came up with a solution to sustainable energy, because we all know that among the sustainable development goals, we look at sustainable energy. We talk about effective consumption of energy. You will find that through data, Africa is highly being exploited because of deforestation, and most of the deforestation is carried out because they need firewood, because of the gases that are actually exploited in the cooking when they are using independable or non-sustainable equipments. So we realize that in Iguru, which is a rural part of Uganda, they still have actually some trees which need to be preserved. And we came up with a solution of preserving those trees by providing them an alternative use of sustainable energy, whereby we came up with a biogas digester system. I understand other countries may have implemented a biogas digester system, but we brought it as a solution from our knowledge we got from school to the people in the Guru. And this biogas, it's already implemented somewhere. And this is how we do our projects. We come up with a project proposal, and we apply for grants. The moment we get a grant or we get a partner, then we implement. But even the process of getting a partner to convince to sponsor your project, it's data itself, because they will need facts. You'll have to state facts, and you are like, yeah, I really want to solve this issue. Why do you want to solve this issue? Because of reasons A, B, C, D, and E. You are not going to state theoretical models. You are going to give them facts. And the facts are going to be everywhere. The reason as to why we call it accessible data, it is that I can give you, and you go, you search it anywhere, and you find it. Let alone, still Miss Awong, she's on. She was making a research in Nigeria itself, and we want to try to start up a solution to sustainable water filtration. We already have the model. We are looking for sponsors in that. And our initiative is just 6 months old, because I started it last year when I finished school. And I realized that Africa needs the solutions, but these solutions can be provided by us. Yeah, thank you so much. This is Lewis Bisaso, Build to Shelter Africa. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share with you. For more information, we shall be in touch. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.